Tony Todd. I hope you know who I am, aka the Candyman. Listen, welcome to Bourbon Soaked Live.
Whew. Hey there, y'all. I am Juliette Miranda, and welcome to Bourbon Soak Live, where on Monday nights we hang out, we get together, we talk, we drink bourbon. And tonight we've got a hell of a topic, y'all. But before we get to that, I want to introduce you to somebody oh so special. That would be Mr. David the producer.
Boy, I get the best introductions ever.
Don't you though? Well, you're my handsome producer, man. I feel like I, should show you a little bit of respect.
You only show me respect when I actually put batteries in the right equipment at the right time.
Batteries die. You have no control over that.
And we're not talking vibrators. I know tonight's fetish talk, but we're talking microphones, Zoom units, you name it.
Well, I'm glad you're here, David the producer.
Thank you. And as I told you before, and you know this from last night, that I'm a little under the weather, so...
Yes, my poor man is dying of something.
The plague.
The plague, I'm guessing.
Swine flu.
So I may have to put him out to pasture before the end of the night. We'll see. But it's all right because we have a solid crew hanging out with us in the chat. Want to give a big hi there and hello to all of our friends. Of course, we have Ginger and Will. And I believe David is offering up his position to Ginger.
Yes.
Because she is way better on the memes than you are.
Oh, I suck at memes. She's so good at them.
I know. She kicks ass at that. So, hey, y'all. Thanks for being here. Wes has been hanging out with us. And I know he's going in for a medical procedure tomorrow. So, hope all is well with you. And I hope that goes okay.
Best of luck, Wes. Yep.
Let's see. Who else have we got?
Patrick Fulmer.
Patrick Fulmer. Bobby Blaze is here. Our friend Bobby Blaze, who is awesome.
Mad Kiwi was in early. Matter of fact, he was here first.
That's right. We have to give him the first nod. So
first nod.
Cheers to you, Mad Kiwi.
That's right.
Mike Meyer is here.
Drone
Kings and Darwin. Yep. Wheels is here. Looks like we're going to have a hell of a show tonight.
Hell yeah.
And
not that it's a topic that won't draw a couple of people in.
Yes. So let me just go on record before we dive into any of this. Tonight we are talking about fetishes. And I want to make sure, y'all, that you know that this is just for fun. And we're here to talk. We're not here to tear anything apart or to yuck anybody's yum. We might not necessarily like something, and that is okay. But, we're just kind of, talking things out tonight. So think of this as a fun, cool conversation. Don't be a dick. And I'm not going to say this is a safe space because I don't believe things like that exist. So this is going to get raunchy. It'll probably get a little dirty, but hey, we're all adults, right?
Well, I would like to think so.
I hope. Fingers crossed. And in that respect, well, let me just tell y'all a little bit about what I'm drinking since I am old enough to drink.
Just barely.
Oh. Barely. This is Woodford Reserve Double Oaked Bourbon. And I gotta say, my first sip of this stuff was not my favorite. It's really kind of had to grow on me a little bit because it's very different. It's a high corn bourbon, and it's been aged twice. So it was aged once in an oak barrel and then aged again in an oak barrel. And the idea behind this is to really bring out the nuanced flavors of the oak. And I was expecting this to be a really big oak bomb because that's what I like. I like that, really sort of chewy, suck on a piece of barrel kind of flavor. But this isn't like that at all. It has a very chocolatey sort of flavor. It's almost it's like a latte.
Really?
That's what you drink. Yeah, it's got that kind of bitter, chocolatey coffee sort of flavor. A little bit of molasses in here. It's way more sweet than I anticipated. What are you laughing at?
Ginger just said that Juliette's fetish has to be good bourbon.
Fuck. Yes. I totally get off on good bourbon.
That's right. I got to strap you down.
Right? I know. This stuff is just seriously crazy. I mean, just bourbon works you over in so many perfect ways.
I like the double oak. I haven't had this particular bottle because I had it the one before that we did. How long ago was
Yeah,
that? Like
that
3 months ago?
was a long time ago. It was more
was it
like
long?
5 or 6.
5 or 6? Okay.
And I think actually, for whatever reason, I think that bottle might have actually tasted a little bit different than this one, or my memory just isn't quite what it used to be over the past 6 months.
It could be either or. No, I do recall it being a little bit, well, it's double oaked, so you're going to get oak forward, but it
It's
wasn't
not-
like, it didn't hit you in the face like, oh
No.
my God, this is too much oak. I don't like an oak bomb.
Well, then you would probably like this because I remember it being way oakier than it was. This is almost sweet.
Oh, okay. I'll have to try
it's
this.
almost like a dessert bourbon.
Okay.
Isn't that weird?
No.
I'm just,
Not
I
at
like
all.
it. It's just not necessarily my preference. I like something with a more robust, bold flavor. This is way too smooth for me. And speaking of whiskey, I see that the Mash and Drum has joined us. Cheers to you, sir.
Sweet. What's up, Jason?
And also, I wanted to mention that I'm drinking from a very fancy glass from Whiskey Dictionary.
That's right. The Whiskey Dick. We got a
Whiskey
couple
Dick.
of really nice glasses
Yeah.
from his collection. He just put them on sale, I think, a couple weeks ago. We picked up a set and love them. Great weight to them. They're nice glasses.
Yeah, it's a quite nice glass. I dig it.
Yeah.
It's you know what I like when glasses have those little indentations on the side?
Yes.
Because my fingers slide.
You're very clumsy with the glass.
Let's see. What are y'all drinking tonight? I know I saw that Ginger was drinking a whiskey sour, which is her drink of choice. Always a good one. And Mike Meyer is saying, I heard that one is a dessert, referring to my double oaked from Woodford. It really is. I'm glad I've already had dinner, because if I was drinking this prior to dinner, I would probably be a little disappointed. It just has that sort of quality to it.
What's the proof on it?
It's a good finisher. I don't know. You want me to read the bottle?
Well, you're
Oh,
early
it's
into
so
the
low.
drinking.
It's like 90 proof. It's nothing.
Oh, it's 90?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's training wheels.
Training
bourbon.
wheels. So let's talk about what we're doing tonight. And this is Bourbon Soak Live, which means we have a hashtag, of course, because who doesn't? Hashtag Bourbon Soak Live. This is our fun way of getting to know each other, because in the chat, all you are is an icon and a name and whatever craziness you put on out there. So I think we need to put a face to this, right? So snap a photo of yourself watching Bourbon Soak Live, post it to the Twitters using the hashtag Bourbon Soak Live, just like Jenny said in the chat, and we will show it on the show. So I wanted to get to a couple that we missed from last week. Starting, of course, with our lovely friend Gemma, who is always hanging out with us every night, which we appreciate. And Container Man has quite the setup of the Coors bottles. I gotta say, that's impressive.
Yeah, I can't tell if those were opened or not. No, those
That's
are closed. So that's for future drinking for him.
Whew, that's a whole lot of Coors right
Yeah,
there.
no kidding.
Moving right along, we have one of my favorite memes from Ginger. Quoting David, the producer from last week, when he said, I would lick that all day.
Well, it just applies to so many things.
Oh, and then we've also got a great one from Stacey Morgan. Now, this has kind of been kept on the down low for me, so I can't totally speak to what we're looking at. David, you're the one who's doing all this kind of in cahoots with Stacey.
So Stacey Morgan is an artist out of Canada. Great guy, great artist. He reached out to me. Well, he's been reaching out to me for several months. We've gotten to know each other, but he decided that he wanted to make a couple of YouTube play buttons for us out of different materials. So we have 2 coming that come with belts. They look awesome. I've seen pictures. 2 of these, matter of fact, I think the top 2 are the ones that he's sending us, the left and right, not the center one. So the left one, the right one.
Well, I can't wait to see this in
they're
person, because
awesome.
I've only been hearing like little bits and pieces about this. You've been totally doing this, undercover, like Secret Squirrel. So Stacey Morgan, I can't wait to get the package. David tells me that it went out, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it. So thank you so much.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Oh, and this is what you retweeted. So
Oh,
let's
and
get to
okay,
blended
seriously,
whiskey.
Blended whiskey is totally my hero. Apparently, this is how he works out. And I got to say, Lifton that massive stein, that's a workout in itself.
It's a glass that's not a stein.
What?
Technicality, but it's a hell of a glass.
Please, you don't even drink beer.
But I know a stein from a glass.
You know a stein from a glass.
Don't make me jump over this council.
I would like to see you try that.
I'm too sick for that today.
You got too much stuff in front of you. You'd take out a hip or something.
You're so lucky I'm behind all this shit.
So Blended Whiskey, you are always a treat. I
He is
love your
awesome.
photos. He's so much fun. So remember, y'all, you can post your own photos to the Twitters using hashtag #BourbonSoakedLive, and you can get on the wall of fame like Blended Whiskey, who is so my hero.
And I think that's it.
I think that's, oh, hey, look, a sponsored ad.
Oh,
You never see
You always
those on
love those.
Twitter. We've had a couple more people join us. Bashful of the Round Table is here. Container Man made it in. Donner Pass Whiskey. So, y'all, what do you say we get into this whole dirty topic of fetishes?
Before we get into that, you want to talk about Container Man's video?
Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. Container Man got a little care package from us the other day and did a video featuring the stuff that he opened up. And it sounded like you had a pretty good time opening it up, and I'm glad you did, because I was very happy to send all those goodies your way, because you've been so supportive and so awesome of everything that we've done here. So,
Very cool.
cheers to you, sir.
Yeah, and I'm seeing some comments that very cool, Stacey Morgan. Yeah, so if you get a chance, go out to Stacey Morgan's channel. You could see a lot of his art. He does a lot of things for the YouTube community that you could see out there for videos. You got to check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and you're very welcome, Container Man. So, tonight, y'all, we're going to talk fetishes. All those down and dirty things that, get us off. And like I said earlier, we are all adults here, so let's just have fun with this. If you don't like something, that's cool. You can say so, but, don't be a dick. Those are the only rules that we have in the chat, pretty much. Don't be a dick.
There's not going to be any fetish shaming. People dig what they dig, and that's totally cool.
But that's
That
not to
doesn't
say
mean
we're
that
not
we have
going to.
agree.
Well, no, that also doesn't mean we're not going to poke fun at it, because some of these
No.
things are so absurd and over the top. They bear funny.
You have to with some of these, right?
Yeah, and you don't have to reveal anything about yourself that you don't want to.
Oh, I'm totally going all in. I'm diving ahead
How
first.
unlike you.
I know.
So let's open this up to our very first fetish. And this is an easy one, and I think it's one that we can all, in our own ways, relate to, but that would be porn mags. Oh, I gotta tell you, the first time I got my hands on an issue of Playboy magazine, it was a revelation. And initially, the first time I saw it, I didn't even know that there was anything sexy about it. I just thought it was a fashion magazine where they wore no clothing. It was just cute and fun, and I'm looking at all these pretty girls, and these were, the 60s and 70s versions of Playboy magazine. I thought, oh my God, these girls, they're beautiful. I wanted to be them. I didn't want to be, any of the models of the day. I wanted to be one of those girls in Playboy.
I was lucky enough in my childhood, at the age of 6 years old, to actually hang out on a almost monthly basis with Playboy bunnies.
Yes, you were almost raised by Playboy bunnies.
Kinda, sort of, because my father was a bartender at the Playboy Club in Lake Geneva.
The Lake Geneva Playboy Club was such a cool place.
That was the second one that was open. So the very first one was in Chicago.
Right.
They opened the very second one in Lake Geneva. And it was a real huge hot spot. They had, national acts come through there. Hef used to go there too.
Mm-hmm.
If I met Hef, I wouldn't have even known it. I was 6 years old, right?
I gotta say, the bunny costume is a huge turn on for me. I just think it's classy but sexy at the same time.
Right. But my first, outside of that, kind of cool moment or cool moments, that my very first intro into anything sexual was a magazine. I think a lot of people's were.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the way it works, because you've got a more Well, back in the day, I think that's how it worked.
Well,
Today,
not
the
now.
internet
Yeah,
is the
everything's
new,
on the internet,
the new
right? So,
porn.
I mean, it's so accessible. It's crazy.
Exactly, but
you had to steal one from your dad or someone's
yeah,
dad.
you
or...
had to happen upon them, or sneak one out of the drugstore or something. And I think that was part of the excitement of it, was having this kind of illicit thing in your hands that you knew you weren't necessarily supposed to have, but you had anyway, and it was just, I don't know, I like that rush.
Oh, absolutely. It was the coolest part about opening up the porn mag was you're getting through it. You're getting through it. You go,
Yeah,
I'm getting to the
and
centerfold.
you're getting to the center, yeah, and you're like,
Getting to
oh,
the centerfold.
oh, so pretty.
And then, unfortunate staple marks where you really probably didn't want them, but yeah, I get
Well,
it.
and I gotta say, that's kind of my problem with the internet, is that it has taken a lot of the rush.
It's desensitized.
It's completely desensitized you to sex. Like the magazines were, they were stylized, and there was, I don't know, there was a naughty aspect to it. But now everything is just there for finding.
Right. Okay, now we didn't really ask the chat yet, but I think it's time that we do that.
Yeah.
To have them, if they have a specific fetish, that
Oh,
throw it out there.
If you are comfortable sharing it, please do.
Absolutely.
I'd love to know. I see there's all sorts of comments about boobies.
Well, is boobies a fetish, or is it just like one of those body
Oh.
part preferences?
Oh, I think it's a fetish in itself.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, I just saw somebody on Twitter the other day. It was one of those chicks with the gigantic boobs,
Yeah.
like the 400-pound boobs.
Oh, I guess like the ultra-sized ones could
Yeah.
be a fetish.
Well, I
Yeah.
think boobs in general are. I mean,
I call them table stakes.
that's sexy right there. Wow, that's turning me on. Say it again, only slower.
Well, you gotta have a nice rack. That's just, to me, that's table stakes.
I get it.
I'm going to say it again real slow this time.
I think there's so much more to appreciate on a woman's body than her boobs.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of a butt person personally, but that's just me.
I think Mad Kiwi has a new nickname for you. Titties and bourbon.
Titties and bourbon. Wow. All right. Hashtag titties and bourbon.
We could make that a thing. And Wes, his fetish, dark skin women.
Absolutely.
That's I don't. Is that really a fetish or a preference? What's the difference
That's
between?
a tricky one. So, okay, so
Yeah.
there's several. I was researching this. There's fetishes. There are kinks.
Right.
Um,
And then there's
preferences. Yes, I think preference is kind of the lowest rung on the totem pole.
Sure.
That's just what you go for naturally.
Okay, so that's the natural thing
You're
that
just your
you're
inclination.
attracted to.
Yeah, like me, I like guys with dark hair.
Right.
That's just my preference. I like girls with dark hair.
Right.
Sorry to all the blondes out there in the world. I just don't dig you.
See, Bobby Blaze, he's a leg man.
Oh, cheers to you.
I'm a leg and a wing man, but that's another story for another
You
day.
like to gnaw on the wing.
I do.
I see people mentioning the penthouse letters, and yes,
Oh
that is
my God, those were the hottest.
that is a lost art.
Yeah.
The perfect penthouse letter where somebody is just detailing this fantasy of theirs.
It's
or-
a short, dirty story.
It's a short, dirty story. I totally get off on dirty stories. I do.
Oh yeah.
Like I like I'm a wordy gal, so I like words.
Well, you're
on
a writer.
page.
I would imagine that would be a thing for
Exactly.
you. Yeah. I was just gonna say something, but I'll hold that
Oh,
up for off
come
air.
on. You're behind the camera. Nobody can
Every
see your
time
face.
I write a check, you seem to get horny. I was gonna say. But...
You are lucky you're behind that table right
I know,
now.
I
Because
am.
I will take you out.
Hey, you asked me. Oh, Doris likes tall men.
Tall men, yes, absolutely. Although I've dated some guys who are crazy taller than I am, and that presents kind of an awkward sex setup. Like, you don't line up real well.
Right.
I like when you kind of fit together.
Yeah. Puzzle pieces.
Puzzle pieces, exactly.
Right.
So
With
many
puzzle
people-
pieces with a kickstand.
Are you the one with the kickstand?
Yeah. Let's hope so. Wheel says I'm a wheel man.
Uh-huh, I get it.
Huh. Who would have thunk it?
Well, wheels are sexy.
Yeah, Penthouse Forum, though. I got to agree. Charles is spot on. That's good stuff right there.
I actually, back in my freelance writing days, I used to I did SEO enhanced copy for a porn site. And they would send me these pictorials that they had, these like crazy porn stories that they told through pictures. And I had to write all the back copy for them, the stuff that would, enhance their SEO value. And I developed the craziest vocabulary from this gig. Because you've got to know all the crazy stuff that's going on in the photo and then figure out how to make it into
How to make it an SEO, yeah.
SEO link.
Hey, we missed one by Mad Kiwi. He says puffy areolas.
Huh.
That's a thing.
Is that a thing? I've
That's
never
totally a
considered
thing.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all right. I've never gotten that deep into the whole boob thing.
Yeah. Oh, no, there's all kinds of big nipples, small nipples, long nipples, short
I know
nipples.
the nipple thing,
Yeah.
which I get, although definitely not my. I don't care.
Well, guys do.
Yeah, but
Totally
I dig
do.
chicks too. So
know.
I mean,
Yeah, I totally get it, but it's not girls. I don't think really are as into that.
no,
than the guys are.
no, we're more into the whole
Well, because
picture.
guys don't have them, and guys always
and they're
want what they can't have.
fascinated by them.
Yeah, exactly. They're like playthings.
I mean, I appreciate the fact that boobs are lovely, but come on, get over it.
Right. Ginger put something out there. We're going to have to check on our Bourbon Soak Live later because she
I
says,
know.
I hope I don't get Twitter banned.
I see maybe my fetish is making memes.
Yeah, right?
Ginger, I have to agree with that one. I don't know what the technical term for it is. Like memeophilia, perhaps.
Yeah, right? So, Bashful of the Round Table says, I am a sapiosexual. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either, so you will have to explain that to
A
us.
sapiosexual.
Sapiosexual. I'm trying to figure out what that could possibly mean in my head, but I'm just not getting it, so you're going to have to break it down for us.
Right? Yeah, I
Jim
don't know.
Morrison said, I'm a backdoor man.
Took the easy route.
Oh, you guys and the back door. So obsessed.
What were you talking about?
No, of course not. All right, bring it around. Give me something else here. Sex dolls. I am fascinated by sex dolls, and not just like the blow-up dolls, but the models and like you can get the
Robot.
porn star body parts and everything. And the new sex dolls in particular scare the shit out of me because I'm personally afraid of robots. I am. Like Bill Burr, I'm convinced they're going to take over the goddamn world.
Right?
Although I suppose if they do, I'd rather that they be, sex dolls than.
Right?
What is going on in the chat?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out why we can't show this here.
Huh.
There's something weird going on. What? Hold on. Hold, please.
Holding. You looking it up?
I'm making sure that we're still live. And we are. Yeah, so we're still on air. So it's not anything that we're doing. But I may have to do a refresh on the live chat just to make sure that we're good here.
Yeah, I apologize. We have 2 or 3 chat messages that we're not able to show at this time. And I don't know, blame
Yeah,
YouTube
it's locking
for
them
that.
out for some
Locking
reason.
them out. We're probably, setting off every single red light on YouTube right now.
I have a feeling that YouTube is having a problem with our fetish stream. Huh. Who would have thought
We
it?
haven't said anything horrible. In fact, I haven't even seen any really naughty words go in there in the
Not at
chat
all.
yet. I mean, we've just been
No.
talking in euphemisms. So if YouTube is slapping us with their ruler, then they can go fuck themselves.
Yeah, we hit an algorithm problem.
Fucking Big Brother. I
No, I think we're fine.
All right. Well, anyway, so we're talking sex dolls, and I will get to the chat just as soon as we get it reloaded. I got a thumbs up from the producer. Awesome. Old school sex dolls are hysterical. We will occasionally buy them, and if we're spending the weekend with our friends, we will leave one behind as a parting gift.
Right, and they didn't even know that we brought it, but we'll leave it like in a closet.
We'll stick it someplace where they won't find it until after we're gone. And then our really good friends, like the ones who appreciate our humor, they will find ways to regift that doll to us.
Yes. And the ones that were good friends, they won't be friends anymore.
No, no, if you don't understand our appreciation of the blow up doll, well.
Right?
But onto the robotic sex doll. I can't be the only one who is terrified by these things. Like, they look so real. Apparently, they feel real, and they even respond in real ways. I think this is alarming. I don't know. It creeps me out that you can get such a lifelike thing.
Well, Patrick Fulmer says, real doll. That's the first. I think they're the ones who came out with the first realistic doll in the market, right? The real dolls.
Right.
They've been out for, I think, quite a while now. But now they went from real dolls to now robotic dolls.
I suppose if I were to use one, I would appreciate the fact that it doesn't have a seam on it.
Well, they don't have seams.
No, but the old ones did. The balloon
Oh my
dolls.
God. Well, you see the picture up there.
I mean, they were all
nasty.
seams. I mean, that just seems so painful and squeaky.
Squeaky. What was the joke that I told before? That they're just too hard to blow up, so you fold it in half and hump the bubble?
Oof.
I'd have a heart attack blowing up a whole
That's
old
the problem
school
with
doll.
these things. If you don't have like a bike pump, you are fucked.
Exactly.
Although they do have smaller ones too, which I suppose take less, effort, but still.
You have to have a hard penis and strong lungs.
Yeah.
For the old sex
That's
dolls.
a lot of work.
But now the new ones, they're like heavy, from what I understand.
They're like human heavy.
They're like human heavy.
Yeah,
I think
this
they're
is...
like either the real weight of a human, so it's like dragging around a dead body.
Right.
I don't think that's healthy.
There is a movie, I can't remember the name of it, but it's about this guy who actually gets a realistic sex doll and treats it as his girlfriend. And everybody in town, they believe he has a mental defect. They all kind of play along with it and treat her like his girlfriend until he finally decides that he wants to break up with her.
Oh, I remember that movie.
It's a great movie. It really is.
Yeah. Okay, here, hold on.
And I've got my chat back.
Okay,
Sweet.
we're now showing it. There you go.
All right.
Ladies wants us interesting topic. Yeah. If you just stepped in, tonight's fetish night.
Welcome to Fetish Night. Ginger, if you can show her comment, says they have sex dolls you can rent at brothels.
Oh, get out of here. You
Ew.
don't rent that.
Ew.
That's something you don't rent.
You know what, though? That's a very expensive purchase.
Well, okay.
Renting it is cheaper.
Renting is cheaper, and the reality
Try it
is,
out,
if you're gonna, get a hooker, you're renting that out. So.
And that's been used before, also.
Yeah.
So.
No, you're not the first one.
Yeah, you're not cracking the wrapping on that thing.
No, there's no cherries busted on that night. Oof.
Everybody's going, ooh, no,
Yeah.
run away. Yeah, because, well, okay. I'm just going to throw a differing opinion out there. You could probably clean a sex doll out pretty well.
Easily than more easy than a hooker.
And yes, that's my point. You might actually be safer using the sex doll than you would the hooker.
Right.
Not that, I'm saying hookers aren't clean. I'm sure they are delightfully clean.
Delightfully clean.
They're refreshing.
You can eat right off them.
You can just hose them down. They're fine. But I would imagine with sex dolls, you actually have you have a better opportunity to ensure that you're getting a clean environment.
Well, you'd have to bring your own cleaning supplies.
What are you doing? Bringing Windex in with you to the brothel? Hi, rent a sex doll. Here's my Windex. I mean,
if you're gonna rent a sex doll, you got to bring cleaning products.
Doris's Wrestling Fanatics Corner says, I heard the used parts are detachable and sanitized. Huh. Detachable sex parts.
Isn't that the name of my high school band?
It's actually a song by, I forget who, but Detachable Penis is a song.
Oh, I can believe it.
I forget who does it. But I know
Ginger, I'm taking it to the car wash.
Just put it in the truck bed. Legs up.
Give me, give me the sex doll. Says the shape. Put extra air into it.
Oh, you like a little bounce, huh?
Likes a little bounce of the sex doll.
Like a bouncy castle.
Yeah. I just looked at that perpetually surprised look on the old school sex dolls.
They just look comical.
I know.
Like, how can you actually press that thing against yourself and feel good about it?
Yeah, but the new sex dolls, look at that redhead right there on screen.
I know. I
mean,
know.
that is so lifelike. It's crazy.
It freaks me out. I don't know. I would really feel like I was having sex with a dead person.
Yeah, it is almost a necrophiliac kind of a thing.
It is. It's just, yeah.
But you know what? She's not going to tell any secrets.
That's true. That's true. She will take them to the grave, literally.
Now, there is the other dark side of this fetish.
There's a dark side of sex dolls.
Of the real dolls or the real and robot dolls, that there are guys out there wanting to, and I believe have married their sex dolls.
Yes. I've heard about that.
Yeah.
And you know what? If it keeps them off the streets, then great. Because somebody who's going to want to marry their sex doll, I don't think I necessarily want them walking around among us.
I was the best man at one of those weddings. It was awesome.
How'd that work out for you?
Good, because
What were the wedding favors?
I was gonna say
An air pump?
No, an air pump. What is that? The maid. What's that?
Maid of honor.
Maid of honor.
Yeah.
Yeah. She popped after I took her through the back door.
Yeah, I bet she did. Yeah, don't pin the corsage on her or anything.
That's right. Jeez. Lady Swan says, "How is Nola?" We're not there quite yet.
No. Our moving plan is the beginning of summer.
Yep, we're going to head out there either the last week of May or the first week of June. We haven't quite figured that out.
We got a little bit of work to do, but
we got the place all figured out where we're moving into, though. Got that all sorted.
Yeah,
but now we got to get moving companies and blah 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 blah.
Moving
blah.
is just the biggest pain in the ass ever, and I don't know how we're going to pack up the blow up doll, but
Oh, we'll fit it in. All you got to do is just take the air out of it. Use it as a whoopee cushion on the way there while we drive.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we'll just put it in the back seat.
Nice.
I know people, when I lived in Los Angeles, would actually use dolls like that in the passenger side so that they could go through the
the diamond
carpool
lanes.
lines. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that makes... they probably bust people for that pretty often, though.
They would, yeah. But if you've got a realistic-looking doll in there, they're
I
not
know.
going to catch you.
Let's see. Wes says Japan has a robotic hand jerking machine.
Oh, good.
That doesn't sound like fun.
No.
Japan also sells panties out of vending machines.
Out of vending machines. We can pretty much get anything in a vending machine in Japan.
In Japan.
From what I hear.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. There's another fetish.
Squid, bats, panties. So, let's move this right along to our next topic, which is one that I am a little saddened by, actually. It would be a foot fetish. And I have to say, I have horrible feet. I have the worst feet ever. And I actually had a guy break up with me because he didn't like my feet.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, your feet aren't that bad. You don't have like gnarled, weird, like ingrown, you don't have bad feet. You have a ballerina feet.
I do. I used to
That's
be a
the
ballet
difference.
dancer. I wrecked my feet. They are a horrible mess now. So this guy was all, I don't know if he had a foot thing or if he just wanted an excuse to break up with me.
Tomato, tomato.
But either way, that was his reason. He's like, yeah, I can't. He's like, your feet just weird me out.
Wow.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
See, your feet aren't weird. You get those side bunions from being a ballerina.
Yeah, someday I'm going to have surgery, which
Yeah,
will
one day.
put off until, I'm nearly dead. And then I
Right.
won't do it anyway.
I totally understand the foot fetish thing, but I'm not one of the guys that are, into the foot fetish thing. Because I know, like, guys like women to use their feet on,
Yeah.
their junk.
Yeah, to
right?
manipulate.
To manipulate, if you will. And, that's not a thing that I go, because just that movement, and I've seen porn where
It's
girls
not
are doing
sexy. I'm sorry. Just the like contortion required to
doesn't
work
look
your
right.
feet like that. It looks like a farm animal. And I see that Lady Swan is saying, "Nope, don't touch my feet. Nope."
Yeah.
And
Ginger said she thought about
Selling
selling feet
feet
pictures for a side hustle. You know what? Don't,
hey, people can make a lot of
say no
money
to
doing
that.
stuff like
Yeah.
that. I mean, I've seen girls who make a whole lot of money just selling their panties. I mean, it's insane what people will buy. If you can make a couple extra bucks, have at it.
And Bashful says, I may or may not have sold shoes to a guy with a foot fetish.
Oh my gosh, I know, right? Like, I love shoes and I love high heels and boots and all that. So that part of it I totally understand. Although I don't think I could work with feet all day. It's a lot of feet.
I don't know. You'd be surprised.
Well, there's a lot you can do that you'd be surprised about, but
Oh, my wife also, Lady Swan. Knee in the ghoulies if I touch hers. I guess the ghoulies are nuts.
yes, I would imagine so. I don't know. I like a good foot massage. I'm all about that.
Oh, see, Bobby Blaze says, I was waiting on foot fetish. I love them. See, that's awesome.
Yeah, see, he says Quentin Tarantino has nothing on me.
Yeah, I forgot about Quentin. Every single movie, he's got a foot scene.
He does. Yeah, well, it's like Rob Zombie has a butt scene.
Oh, I
Did
never
you ever notice that?
No.
Yeah, he always shows Sherry Moon's, it's like the dent of her ass down to the cheeks. And she's got a delightful ass. So.
And Doris says, like the Man Hand Seinfeld episode.
Oh my gosh, that episode cracks me up. And just like the gigantic hands. Oof.
Ham hands.
Ham hands, that's what it was.
And Wes says, foot vagina. Yeah, not a thing. Shouldn't be a thing.
That sounds terrifying.
Shouldn't be a thing. Oh, he'd like to smell women's shoes. Yeah,
I get it.
It's a thing,
No,
some guys dig that.
I mean, personally, I would sooner smell a new pair of shoes. That I actually really like that. I
you
love
like the
the
smell of leather. Okay, now here's the question. Or have you ever met a woman with a foot fetish? Because I think that's a guy thing exclusively.
That's an interesting question, and y'all are going to have to comment on this. Do you know any women with foot fetishes?
Never met one, never heard of one,
Wow.
never saw one.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think
know.
I have either. I'm racking my brain of all the people I've seen, like even working in the porn shop and being a stripper. No. No.
Never.
Always guys with the foot thing.
Yep. I think it's just an exclusive guy thing, and I wonder why that is, because usually guys obsess over stuff that they don't have, like,
Right.
The typical parts.
Yeah.
But, yeah, feet, it's universal. I don't know why.
Well, as a woman who is into men, I can't imagine being into men's feet because for the most part, they're rarely attractive. Men just don't have attractive feet.
Interesting.
And I think men's grooming of feet is kind of a new thing. Guys, for the longest time, especially like in the 80s, they didn't give a fuck about their feet. They were hairy and disgusting and horned and ugh. But yeah, I think that might actually become more of a thing if, guys keep up with this whole man grooming thing.
Yeah, very true. And Patrick says if a woman wants her feet licked, yeah, Patrick's got a foot thing.
There's foot licking, there's toe sucking. Personally speaking, I'm not into the toe sucking.
No.
It feels awkward.
Right.
For me. That's just me. Not my thing.
Yep.
Although I don't mind having my fingers sucked.
No.
Finger sucking's okay.
Yeah, finger sucking, as long as they've been washed prior.
Yeah, or you don't have like a hangnail. Like I haven't filed my
hangnail.
nails today, so I could take out a tooth.
Yeah. Not a good thing.
So what do you say we kick things up a notch? We talked about some very basic so to speak, fetishes, things that we're all fairly familiar with. But this next one, I hope we get some conversation about because it's fascinating to me. Spectrophilia. And this is the interest in having sex with a ghost or being overcome by a ghost, fantasizing about, the paranormal experience of sex.
It's a thing?
It's a thing, and it's a huge thing these days.
Come on, Lady Swan's got to know about that.
I gotta get a story on this because I don't know where to go with this. Part of me, like, I get it. I get the otherworldly aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not real, right? I mean, well, I guess if it's a fantasy, it doesn't have to be real anyway. But what is it about the ghost that's a turn on? Is it the fact that it's like an entity and that you have no control over it? I don't know where to go with this.
Well, there's a couple different. Well, one, you have to believe in ghosts. Okay, let's start there. And then, who could you tell that story to? Because there's a lot of people that don't believe in ghosts, or that they do. But would you tell that story to anyone else if that was your fetish?
Well, you'd probably find a group who like ghosts, and you'd tell them.
Huh? Yeah.
I mean, the internet is
Yeah, and the internet you could find
teeming with people who
you could find people for just about anything.
I mean, look at our crazy little group here.
You see, William says that he's been told by Ginger that he has nice feet, but not going there with any of the sucking or anything like that.
It's so weird. He brought up something, sleep paralysis. We'll just mention that. I actually used to have sleep paralysis.
You did?
But for me, it was fucking terrifying. There was zero sexy about it. Although a lot of people say that sleep paralysis is, a precursor to like a succubus or an incubus, which is the ghost who will take you against your will in the middle of the night.
Yeah, yours was fear-based, wasn't it?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
For me, my sleep paralysis, I would have these insanely vivid dreams about being attacked by an entity and just violently attacked. And then I would wake up and I would be completely unable to move and convinced that it was still happening. So there was nothing sexy in that.
No, not at all. Read Drone Kings in Darwin.
Well, one day at Ghost Camp.
That is so funny.
Will says there was that girl who married a pirate ghost.
Oh, wait a minute. Bashful says, Lisa and I watched a guy have sex with a ghost on a live stream.
I'm sorry,
Get
what?
out of here.
This is a thing?
Find that on YouTube.
I need
Send
a link.
us the link.
Oh,
we
my
need
God.
that link.
I need to know. Wow. Wow, really? This happened? And they...
Well, they live streamed it. That's the interesting part.
Okay, so there's a horror movie called The Entity. It's from the 80s, and it's about a woman who was repeatedly attacked by an entity. And the whole movie is just ridiculous. It's scary in some parts, but then in the ending, they tried to capture the ghost in this recreation of her bedroom. It was so stupid, but it was a little freaky because you could actually see the indentations in her skin, like when the ghost was pressing down on her. And I can actually kind of see how in some instances that could be kind of sexy to watch.
Right.
But
you see Lady Swan's last one there?
there's the old man in UK, Scotland, that owns an inn, and he claims has been attacked or raped, whatever he was, on a ghost hunting show. Huh.
Ghost hunting shows, I believe half of those. The
You
ones
know-
on TV, I think some of them are, and I've had this conversation with Lady Swan's husband, with David. And I tell you, some of these guys that go on TV, half of it's for performance.
Oh my God, Zach Baggins. If I ever meet fucking Zach Baggins, I'm going to punch him in the head.
Only because he's got to have his shirt off when he meets a ghost.
I mean, him with the ripping off of the shirt and going, "Oh, I feel a presence."
I know.
Oh my God, get over it, dude.
Lady Swan says, I don't even believe half of them. Yeah.
It
I'm
is
with you.
such a showman thing, you know? It used to crack me up. Now it just pisses me off. Because if you truly are, and opinion on ghosts is limited.
Well, you believe in them.
I do not believe in them. Not like that.
Well, no.
No, I
not
don't
like
believe
that.
in ghosts. I believe in residual energy.
Right. Okay. I misspoke.
Yes. But the whole, like, if ghosts are a thing and you're sitting there going, come to me, motherfucker, and show me that you're here. If I were a ghost, I'd punch him in the head.
We'll call them Zach Bagel Bites.
Everybody does. That guy is just a tool bag.
Wes says, Thanksgiving is about a killer turkey. Huh. Yeah. Oh, Ghost Mafia just popped in.
Oh, Ghost Mafia. I will pay to see you beat the shit out of Zach B. Now, let me just... I'm not threatening him in any way, shape, or form. Just so that the you two overlords don't smack me down. I'm just fantasizing right now.
Yeah. It's a fetish.
My fetish is seeing Zach Baggett's punched in the face repeatedly. Oh my God, that's like heating me up, man. Oh, that sounds awesome sauce.
Oh my God, I see what Charles said. Damn, are these trauma films?
It sounds like a trauma film, yes. Although trauma has some amazing movies.
We love Lloyd.
Lloyd was on the show a while back.
Yeah, Lloyd was on the show, and what else didn't he? No, he was just on the show. Yeah. We were talking to his assistant about something. Okay, forget it.
You okay over
Yeah.
there?
Yeah. I was just thinking about something inside.
Patrick Fulmer says, who are you going to call?
Spectrophilia. Yeah.
Isn't that a fun word to say, though? Spectrophilia. It's nice words. It's got good sound to it. So here's our next fetish. And brace yourselves, y'all, because this one it's out there. Formicophilia. Say that 3 times. This is the act of allowing insects to crawl over your body and deriving pleasure from it.
Either deriving pleasure from it or
having
them
it
crawl on your body during the course of being intimate.
Or watching it happen to somebody else.
Or watching it. Yes. There you go.
I mean, people will do anything for sexual gratification. I get that. But the thought of having, like, say, I don't know, a centipede dance over my naked body is the stuff of nightmares.
Yeah, I don't care about insects, but it wouldn't, I don't understand. Well, I guess it must be a sensation thing with the skin.
Well, I think it's a sensation thing. I think it's a taboo thing. Somehow people just find it erotic. Personally speaking, when I Googled this, I went down the most terrifying wormhole known to man.
We're on a watch list because of the research that we did for this show. Totally on a watch list.
There was this one photo in particular. Oh my God, y'all. It was horrifying. So it was this guy, it was a chick's hand, right? It was held out like this. It was wrapped around by a millipede.
Right.
She was holding this like stick bug thing, and then like she had other insects like on all of her fingers, and then something like crawling up her arm like that. Oh.
See, Mad Kiwi, he's from Australia. He says, good fun in Aussie.
You! Oh, Mad Kiwi. I mean, I know that you have insects out there the size of human beings.
Right.
So...
You can mistake one on a drunken night for an actual hooker.
One. I know. There are probably laws about it out there because there's so many of them.
Tony from Viewed This says, like dumping scarabs on each other during sex? Who hasn't done that?
Oh, right. We just have buckets of them laying around the house. Come here, baby. I got something for you.
You jump out of your skin if you see a, like, 1/2 of an inch spider on a wall.
I do.
There's no way in God's green earth you would hit up for the old formicopia. Or what's it? Formicophilia.
Formicophilia.
Formicophilia? Is that formicophilia? Okay, I got to say that 3 times fast then. It doesn't even sound like a real name.
It is. And it's horrifying. Like, And I guess in a weird sort of way, I kind of understand the sensation aspect of it because, like, sensations obviously have, certain arousal to them.
Right.
And you get the right sort of spider with the right kind of legs. They're a little sticky, they're a little prickly, and, it is what it is.
A dream walking angel says, hell to the gnaw, gnaw, gnaw.
Right? I know. And who is the one person out there, like, who invented this, who said, oh my God, I need to have an insect walking over my naked body like now?
I don't
Like,
think
what
someone actually
inspires this?
thought that up. I think it just actually naturally happened and said, hey, that wasn't that wasn't half bad.
I blame the internet. This was not a thing before the internet.
Well, there's octopus porn out there too, or tentacle porn
Tentacle
they call
porn.
it. Yes. I
Tentacle
mean, there's
porn.
all kinds of, there's a fetish for everything you could possibly think of. There's no doubt. Not no, but hell no, says Bobby Blaze. And Will says, does that include worms and sushi?
I don't know about the sushi
Well,
aspect.
sushi's, I think the whole idea around formicophilia is that it would be alive and crawling on your skin, right?
Yes,
Isn't that the sensation that they go
that's,
for?
I would imagine, part of it.
Right.
Although I also don't quite understand the whole naked lady sushi thing. One, wasabi is fucking hot. If you get that anywhere near a sensitive zone, that's going to burn like fuck.
Anywhere near anything pink, you're
Yeah,
gone.
No, you don't want that.
Wait, I'm sorry. Oswizard says, I got a fetish for hot redhead reporters with great legs.
Oh, well, cheers to you. I appreciate that. Who doesn't like a hot redhead with great legs?
Yeah. Yep. Point well taken.
Ooh. Amen. Will says, did you hear about the Florida man who likes having sex with pool inflatables?
No.
That's a big hole.
Yeah.
Like, I thought you wanted, like, tighter than...
Yeah, how do you have sex with a pool inflatable?
Right.
Unless it, accidentally some co-ed, fell into one. Just saying.
Mad Kiwi says, funeral director is in prison for doing the wild thing with a good-looking corpse. By the way, I'm in New Zealand. Australia can keep their books.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, Kiwi.
Sorry, we apologize.
You know what?
Geographically,
Kiwi is
we're slow.
always, yeah, Kiwi is always, reference to the New Zealanders. I should
Yes.
have known that.
No. Geography is not our strong suit.
No, I need to buy a globe.
Lady Swan says, either that or he's really small and fit in the air hole.
Oh, wow. See, what's the story? My girlfriend wanted to have sex outside, so we did halfway through. She was squirming really fast. Later on, I asked her why she was doing that. She says my butt was on an anthill.
Ew.
But, she didn't stop. Give her credit.
As long as they weren't fire ants.
Oh, wow. Yeah. What did, let's see. Viewed this, said, I imagined you came up with this idea for tonight's show while David spoke about things I used to do in college.
Oh, we could do a whole show about that.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm not going to have sex with bugs on me. Sorry.
No,
If it's a thing,
we are
it's not a thing
crossing
with
that
us.
one off the list. I mean, I will try a lot of things, but that, not a fucking chance.
Come on, Tony from Viewed This. I know that you have a couple of things that you got that are fetishes for you.
Oh, I'm
Besides
sure
for
there's-
people saying your name 4 or 5 times during sex. Come on, you know you do.
I'm sure we're missing out on a lot of good stories.
Yeah. Container Man says, I love bourbon drinking redheads. There you
Hey,
go.
I appreciate that
You've
fetish.
become a fetish. Yeah. Hashtag Juliette fetish.
Should I be worried?
No.
Oh.
We're getting a new address anyway.
Good point. Good point. Y'all, I hope you have had as much fun as I have talking about fetishes here on Bourbon Soaked Live. Every Monday at 7 p.m., we gather here on YouTube to hang out like a bunch of friends in a bar and talk about whatever's on our minds and drink bourbon. It's a great chance to get to know all sorts of crazy people, like me and my guy, David, the producer back there. So we do this every Monday night, 7 p.m., and I love having you guys hang out with us here.
I'm calling it audible.
Oh.
Yeah, we're going to go back to Bourbon Soak Live because I believe we have some more entries.
Oh, well, hell, let's say hello to whoever we've got on Bourbon Soak Live. This is our hashtag where you can post a photo to Twitter using hashtag Bourbon Soak Live, and we'll share it on the show. It's our little getting to know you routine. So what do we got here?
You said Twitter very formally, by the way. Twitter. Okay, hold on a second.
Oh, you're right. We do.
We have a couple more. Oh, there's
It's
Will
our
and
friends Ginger and Will. Oh, you guys are adorable. I love it.
Yeah, Will's really growing out that beard. I dig it.
Yeah, I know. Looking good.
I can't grow. Oh my God.
Really, Wes? Really?
Well, we said foot fetish, but that's the thing out of Japan. I think he was talking about. Maybe.
Wow.
Wow.
That is some like Hannibal Lecter shit right there.
Yeah, I gotta agree.
I don't even know where to go with that. Whew, y'all are crazy. I'm not even going to read that.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you going to make me read it? You're going to be Container Man's blow-up doll, Juliette?
Yes. Yeah. For a second, that flashed in my head. And then I had to
one day he's going to
think
wear your
about
skin as a
puppies
jacket,
and
right?
kittens.
Yeah.
And,
Container Man may wear your skin as a jacket one day.
Oh, good. Something to look forward to. Y'all, you crack me up. What?
Oh, just close it out.
Okay.
That's all.
I want to thank all of the awesome people who have been hanging out with us tonight. We have had Wes here and Container Man, Ginger and Will, Mad Kiwi, Donner Pass was here, Mash and Drum. Jimmy C and Friends has joined us. Viewed This is here.
Did you get Drone Kings and
Drone
Darwin?
Kings and Darwin, Patrick
Kiwi.
Fulmer, Charles Ashworth. All of y'all
You
are
got Tony from Viewed This, and
I did. Lady Swan.
And of course our awesome mod, Jenny.
Ladies of the Round Table, Jenny, Marceth, you are awesome.
The Shape.
The Shape was here. Wheels was here. Mike Meyer. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I haven't figured out what we're going to be talking about next week, but I'm sure it will be a blast. And if you ever have any suggestions about things that you think would make a great topic for the show, just leave it in the comments and let me know what you think. Now, don't forget, y'all, I do have a podcast. It is called The Unwritable Rant, and the new episode just posted yesterday, in which I tell a story about some very, very unsmart friends of ours loaned us their boat. And David and I had an incident.
Oof. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and there was fire. So check it out wherever you listen to podcasts. It's called The Unwritable Rant. Y'all, I got to go have some more bourbon and wipe this show off me. I think I need a shower.
And a medical kit.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab some, Windex and toy cleaner and try to wash the show off me. But thank you so much for being here, y'all. I've had a blast hanging out with you. I will see you next Monday night. Cheers, y'all. You're still here? It's over. Go home.